Welcome to I Just Have to Say Something, where we discuss the Second Amendment, self-defense encounters, crime, police accountability, and how we can make changes in public policies that impact the safety of everyone in our communities. The state of Alabama is considering new laws to tackle the use of Glock switches in the commitment of violent crimes. One can see these are getting more and more popular with criminals and is becoming a greater challenge for law enforcement and concealed weapons carriers on being able to fight back. Everything is linked in the description box below, and I would love to hear what you have to say in the comments area. If you are a new or returning viewer, please consider hitting that like, subscribe, and notification bell to keep up with our latest videos. Let's dive into this.
Views in that shooting taking center stage tonight.
Yeah, it was a handgun transformed into a machine gun by a device called a Glock chip. Now, modifying a gun that way is illegal under federal law, but not Alabama law.
And Mobile leaders want to change that. Our investigative reporter Brendan Kirby joining us with this part of the story. Brendan, there is legislation in the works.
Yeah, that's right, Lenise and Byron. Mobile County's incoming district attorney says that he's helping to draft legislation that would crack down on these deadly weapons. The New Year's Eve chaos in downtown Mobile left one man dead and 9 others wounded. Police say the assailant was using a gun converted with a Glock chip or switch. A man who fired at the gunman also had one of those modified weapons, according to police. A demonstration by the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives in May showed how difficult those modified guns are to control and why innocent bystanders are at such high risk. Current Alabama law makes it a crime to alter a weapon, but Mobile County District Attorney-elect Keith Blackwood says that applies to things like rubbing off the serial number or other actions affecting the identification of a gun, not how it functions. He says the Glock switches are so new that state law hasn't had time to catch up.
I personally don't have any problems with them creating this new law. As technology changes, the laws need to keep up. Violent criminal actors don't care about the law, and this is one step that could help putting some teeth behind holding these criminals accountable. Because the other option is for the anti-gunners to come after every Glock and every semi-automatic pistol out there as a solution. And I don't think that's a viable option. You make the penalties so draconian, including civil asset forfeiture, that criminals will think twice about even considering buying one of these things because the consequences of having one and using one wouldn't be a viable option.
Up until now, federal regulation over fully automatic machine guns has been enough in our mind, but with the prevalence of these Glock switches, how we're seeing them flood the market, we just feel like there needs to be a state law solution at this point.
Blackwood says he's drafted sample legislation modeled after federal law and a statute in Virginia. He says the Alabama District Attorneys Association also is working on a proposal as part of a larger criminal justice package. State Representative Sam Jones of Mobile says he supports tightening the law.
And with this particular piece of material that changes it from semi-automatic to automatic, that is extremely dangerous. The other thing about it is that I think that we don't know how widely they've been distributed in the community.
The U.S. Attorney's Office in Mobile has brought charges in a number of cases involving Glock chips. That includes Trention King, who is charged with shooting 2 people at a convenience store, Sidney Collins, charged with murder in the shooting death of a 14-year-old on Cheshire Drive in Mobile, and Austin Jones, arrested after a raid of an apartment in June that turned up 8 guns, including several with Glock switches. All 3 men have pleaded guilty to federal firearms violations. Unless the state legislature acts, though, federal court will remain the only venue for prosecuting people with these modified guns. Blackwood says he's confident of widespread support from Mobile area lawmakers.
They have been, very positive about tougher criminal laws in the past. I don't expect this to be any different.
It's unclear whether there's any opposition to this proposal. The next legislative session kicks off in April. Reporting live in Mobile, Brendan Kirby, Fox 10 News.
I will be placing links in the description box below so you can get a hold of your state representative to tell them how you feel about this new law. Make sure to carry safely and legally, and always be ready to defend yourself and those that you love. Thank you for visiting. Please like and subscribe and share this video.